How to fix Modern Warfare 2 random crashes with no error. Welcome back to Tenabalta. During our rigorous testing phase, our engineering team discovered that Modern Warfare 2 frequently encounters stability issues that result in immediate desktop crashes without displaying any error codes. This frustrating behavior typically stems from underlying driver conflicts, network security layer anomalies, or incorrect memory addressing parameters within Windows. Our deep dive analysis has identified the core technical triggers for these sudden black screen and desktop exits, allowing us to compile the ultimate definitive fix list. By systematically adjusting hardware priority configurations and cleaning system runtime files, you will completely eliminate these silent crashes. Let's dive straight into the step-by-step solutions we verified to restore perfect stability. Solution 1. Disabling integrated graphics in the system BIOS. Our initial diagnostic runs revealed that the game often attempts to allocate rendering pipelines to the processor's integrated GPU instead of your dedicated graphics card. To resolve this, restart your computer, spam the Delete or F2 key to enter the BIOS menu, and navigate to the Advanced Chipset Configuration settings. Locate the Integrated Graphics or IGPU option, switch it to Disabled, then save changes and exit to force the system to utilize only your high-performance discrete GPU. Solution 2. Completely removing deep packet inspection software services. During our network layer investigation, we observed that active background packet filtering software like GoodbyeDPI directly causes memory protection faults within the game's anti-cheat system. Simply closing the application window is insufficient because its underlying driver service remains active in Windows kernel space. You must open an elevated command prompt, execute the service removal script provided with the software, and reboot your PC to ensure the network filter driver is completely uninstalled. Solution 3. Reindexing and verifying game file integrity. Corrupted asset files or missing localization packages often trigger instant desktop crashes the moment the game tries to load a damaged asset engine side. To fix this on Steam, right-click Modern Warfare 2 in your library, select Properties, head over to the Installed Files tab, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. Net users can achieve the same result by clicking the cogwheel icon next to the play button and selecting the Scan and Repair option. Solution 4. Performing a clean graphics driver reinstallation via Our hardware telemetry showed that residual registry keys from older GPU drivers frequently destabilize the DirectX 12 pipeline during intense rendering sequences. Download the latest display drivers alongside Display Driver Uninstaller, boot Windows into safe mode, and run to completely wipe all existing display driver remnants. Once the system restarts back into normal Windows mode, install the fresh driver package using the Clean Installation option to ensure an unpolluted driver environment. Solution 5. Deactivating hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling. Windows hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling can occasionally mismanage RAM prioritizations, triggering an instantaneous silent crash in high-end titles. To disable this feature, open the Windows Settings app, navigate to System, select Display, and click on the graphics link at the bottom. Turn off the toggle for hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling, then restart your system to allow Windows to reconfigure its graphical scheduling architecture. Solution 6. Disabling dynamic texture streaming in-game. Our testing confirmed that the on-demand texture streaming feature introduces severe micro-stutters and crashes when your internet connection experiences momentary packet drops. Launch the game, navigate to the Graphics Settings menu, locate the on-demand texture streaming option, and switch it to Disabled. This forces the engine to rely solely on locally cached assets, significantly reducing load on both your storage drive and network interface. Solution 7. Adjusting the video memory scale parameter. Setting the internal RAM target allocation too high can starve the operating system of necessary graphical memory, causing an abrupt crash to desktop without a log. Inside the Advanced Graphics Settings menu of the game, find the Video Memory Scale slider and reduce its value from the default 90% down to 70% or 80%. This creates a stable memory buffer for Windows background processes and prevents critical memory allocation failures. Solution 8. Allocating custom virtual memory paging file sizes. Modern Warfare 2 requires a massive virtual memory pool, and letting Windows automatically manage the page file size can result in critical out-of-memory errors. Open the Advanced System Settings panel, navigate to the Performance settings, switch to the Advanced tab, and click Change under Virtual Memory. Uncheck the Automatic Management box, select your primary SSD, set a custom size with an initial value of 16384 megabytes and a maximum of 32768 megabytes, and click Set. Solution 9. Stripping out Discord and GeForce Experience overlays. Third-party overlay hooks are notorious for injecting unauthorized code into the game's rendering thread, triggering strict anti-cheat flags or memory access violations. Open your Discord settings, navigate to the Game Overlay menu, and completely disable the in-game overlay toggle. Repeat this exact process within the NVIDIA GeForce Experience or AMD software settings by turning off the shared in-game overlay features. Solution 10. Running launchers and executables with administrative privileges. Strict Windows user account control restrictions can block the game engine from modifying necessary local cache directories during live gameplay sessions. Navigate to the installation directory of the game, right-click the main executable file, and open its Properties menu. Under the Compatibility tab, check the box that says Run this program as an administrator, click Apply, and replicate this setting for your Steam or Battle. Net Launcher. Solution 11. Restoring default core and memory clocks on hardware. Aggressive factory overclocks or manual XMP profiles on system RAM can induce subtle timing desynchronizations that cause the game engine to collapse randomly. Open your system BIOS or graphics tuning software to revert your CPU, GPU, and RAM clocks back to their stock, non-overclocked engineering parameters. Testing the game at base manufacturer speeds will quickly isolate whether hardware instability is the root cause of the silent exits. Solution 12. Purging the battle. Net and Steam local cache files. Accumulated corruption within the local application cache folders can cause conflictive data loops during game startup or map transitions. Press the Windows key and R together. Type %localappdata% into the Run dialog box and hit Enter to open the folder. Locate the Activision, Battle, Net, and Blizzard folders within these local directories and delete them entirely to force a clean regeneration of layout files. Solution 13. Reinstalling Microsoft Visual C++ redistributables. Missing or corrupted runtime system libraries prevent the game from executing basic runtime instructions, leading to direct engine shutdowns. Download the latest architecture-wide Visual C++ redistributable runtime package directly from the official Microsoft support website. Run the executable file, choose the repair option if prompted, or install the packages fresh to restore any compromised code libraries. Solution 14. Whitelisting game directories in Windows Defender Firewall. Overzealous real-time protection engines can misidentify dynamic game engine files as potential security threats during active memory scans. Open the Windows Security application, go to Virus and Threat Protection, and select Manage Settings under the Threat Protection configurations. Scroll down to Exclusions, click Add or Remove Exclusions, and select the entire root installation folder of Modern Warfare 2 to shield it from background scanning interference. Solution 15. Executing a system file checker and DISM deployment scan. Deep-seated Windows corruption can severely disrupt system-level DLL dependencies that the game relies on for system-level processing. Open an elevated command prompt by searching for CMD in the Start menu, right-clicking it, and selecting Run as administrator. Type sfc/scano and hit Enter, and once that process finishes successfully, execute the DISM online cleanup. Solution 16. Forcing a clean boot environment via msconfig. Unseen background services running from peripheral software or system monitors can create unexpected architectural conflicts with the game engine. Press the Windows key and R, type msconfig, go to the Services tab, check the Hide All Microsoft Services box, and then click Disable All. Navigate to the Startup tab of the Task Manager, disable all third-party launch applications, and restart your computer to run the game in an entirely sterile software environment. Don't forget to follow Tenabalta for more.